Hello and welcome back to Chasing Trophies. Hope everyone is doing well. And West Indies have defeated Pakistan in the first Test match of the series. दो मैचेस का सीरीज है और वेस्ट इंडीज पहला मैच जीत गए by 90 रन्स. अगर आप मैच देखें, वेस्ट इंडीज बैटेड फर्स्ट पहले इनिंग्स में 311 रन बनाए. वहां पे कैविम हॉजर्स उनके जो नंबर 3 खिलाड़ी है 84 रन्स बनाए. शाई होप also got 92 and it looked like West Indies got a reasonable score, लेकिन they did struggle a bit to get to 300. Pakistan bowled pretty well. I felt Mohammad Abbas was very good. Mohammad Ali was good as well. In the beginning they were pitching it a bit too much to they're pitching it up too much to Shai Hope and Hodges, but उसके बाद जब length उन लोग change करे, you could see they were getting more purchase. And West Indies 300 पे all out हो गए. फिर पाकिस्तान की पारी आई. जब पाकिस्तान की पारी बैटिंग करते हुए मैं बोला यार स्टार्ट तो अच्छा कर दिया पाकिस्तान. they batted pretty well. इमाम उलग का 50 आ गया और शान मसूद जाके 100 मारा. Again, he wasn't too perturbed by the West Indies bowling. They were bowling with good pace, but he's getting on the back foot nicely. The short pitch ball he was playing well. The full ball he was driving well as well. And it looked like Pakistan were on their merry way. They were around 220 for 3. हाँ, बाबर के रन नहीं आई पहले इनिंग में, and that could have hurt them a bit. But then, man, Justin Greaves आके क्या bowling करा. He just ripped through Pakistan. And at one stage, at 220, 240 for 3, I thought, Pakistan will easily get a lead, maybe of 100 runs or something like that. But then they collapsed to around 282. And Greaves picked up a fifer. He bowled so well. Beautiful bowling. उन्हें, वही length थोड़ा खींच के bowling करा जो Pakistan, what they did in the second part of the first innings. West Indies did that as well. They just, dragged the length a bit shorter. That 6 to 8 meter mark, and they kept getting the edges. Then you could see the variable bounce also coming into play as the test match progressed. Lekin that was an excellent spell from Greaves, picking up a five for a couple of wickets for Shamar Joseph. Kimar Roach also picking up a couple of wickets, and it gave West Indies a lead of around 30 runs, I think, around that. And then West Indies came to bat. When they came to bat, they started collapsing again. And it looked like, Pakistan could try and restrict them to 150 or under that in terms of the total target. At one stage, West Indies were like 80 for 5, I think, and then 93 for 7. They were 93 for 7. That was the time Pakistan, just needed to get them all out, because chasing under 150, I think it was possible on this wicket. Lekin, this is where you have to give credit to the West Indies tail and Kimar Roach and Shamar Joseph. Shamar Joseph getting 38 of 27 deliveries. उन्हें पहले इनिंग में भी 20-30 मारा, second inning में भी 20-30 मारा, and these kind of runs really put pressure on the opposition, especially when the wicket is a bit too paced. You could see by now the third innings of the game, the ball was going up and down off a good length. It was rising, but sometimes it was going low as well, below knee level, and that is where the West Indies batsmen were struggling. But Joseph somehow he stuck it out with Roach, and then Warwick scored 14 runs as well. And these kind of knocks, Justin Greaves, we saw him get a 5 for. He also got a 20. These kind of runs really helped West Indies get past to 200 in terms of setting a target of 200. And I thought at this stage, man, West Indies can win this game. 200 का target जब देते हैं opposition को ऐसे wicket पे, you're in the game, and that's exactly what happened. West Indies came out to bowl on day 3, was it today? Day 4. And Pakistan just completely collapsed. This time it was Jaden Seals. Kya bowling kara bhai. He was hitting the length that Justin Greaves hit in the first innings. A bit short of a good length, and trapping the Pakistani batsman. That ball to Rizwan was also a beautiful delivery. And it looked like I think that one was by Justin Greaves, not by Seals, but Seals was so good, man. He picked up 5 wickets, and they just kept beating the Pakistani batsmen. They were getting the edge as well. They fielded much better, West Indies, in the last innings, and Pakistan collapsed. At one stage they were 71 for 9. It looked like the game was over. Babar Azam then he kept batting. No one else was really contributing. Shan Masood, remember, he got an injury, so he came out to bat with one hand. He couldn't do much. 71 for 9. Babar and Mohammad Abbas put up a partnership for around like 50 runs. But then after that, Abbas was dismissed by Seals. So Seals completed his 5 for, and a big victory for West Indies, man. And the great thing to see about West Indies cricket is they still have a proper bowling attack. Chalo, theek hai, the likes of Michael Holding, Malcolm Marshall, Curtly Ambrose, Courtney Walsh, वैसी वाली bowling नहीं है, लेकिन they still have fast bowling which can challenge opposition batsmen on any kind of surface. And over here we saw it again that Pakistan, we know that they also have a decent bowling lineup with the pass over there. Lekin West Indies just had that extra pace. If you saw the average pace between the two sides, West Indies were bowling 130 plus, whereas Pakistan were just under 130 overall average speed. Agar dekhe to, so yeah. And apart from Greaves and Abbas, the rest of the bowlers in this test match were bowling pretty fast. The accuracy was very good as well, and great to see Shai Hope also, man. This guy has contributed again. He's done so much for West Indies Test cricket. I think he's gone under the radar. Remember, they also don't have their original skipper is not there for the West Indies. Brathwaite, Craig Brathwaite, he's done so good for West Indies over the last few years. When they were there against Australia, against New Zealand, he had vital contributions as captain, but I think Hope and then the captain Chase, they're contributing very well, and they've made West Indies a very good unit, especially at home. I think अब जब टीम स्टोर करेंगे वेस्ट इंडीज को दो बार सोचना पड़ेगा. हाँ, ऑस्ट्रेलिया लास्ट ईयर आके आराम से जीते वेस्ट इंडीज के अगेंस्ट, मगर उसमें भी अगर आप देखें ऑस्ट्रेलियन बैट्समैन स्ट्रगल. इट्स जस्ट दैट द वेस्ट इंडीज बैटर्स couldn't live up to the mark. But over here, I think the toss also went in West Indies' favor. They batted first and batting second. Chasing over here is always difficult. Pakistan के लिए यार, there's so much drama again. Babar Azam is a captain the third time. He's already been captain twice. They've got him captain for a third time, and things haven't changed. Like this time, okay, ठीक है, शाहीन शाह अफरीदी नहीं था, लेकिन आप 300 रन खा लिए, चलो मैं समझ सकता हूँ. फिर आप कोलैप्स कैसा हो गया यार? 240 for 3 थे, वहां से आप कोलैप्स हो गए 280. चलो वो भी ठीक है. थर्ड इनिंग्स में आप उन लोग 90 for 7 थे वेस्ट इंडीज. वहां से आप गेम दबाना था. यू शुड हैव क्लीन देम अप, got them all out, make the score 100 under 150. वो भी नहीं हुआ यार. You let them get to 200, and after that you're always looking at a mountain to climb. It was always going to be difficult to chase 200 on this wicket, and yeah, man, they have themselves to blame for. We've seen Pakistan struggle in chases, and this was another one. And I think this is the 9th test match in a row that they've lost. They've lost against Bangladesh, they've lost to South Africa. Previously, before that, they lost a few test matches. I think it was to Australia as well. And now this is the 9th consecutive loss or something like that. And things aren't looking up for Pakistan. Losing to the West Indies, chalo, theek hai, in terms of the WTC context, both teams are not going to achieve much. But Pakistan really needed this victory. They needed this kind of series victory just to give them confidence going into England. Now they have to go play England. Yes, England are also in transition. I honestly thought with the bowling attack that they have, they could give England a tough fight. And you never know, they still can. Lekin इस तरीके से अगर आप खेलेंगे तो फिर बहुत मुश्किल है यार. आई थिंक hats off to the West Indies, the way that they played, they're outstanding. And we hope that West Indies continue to do well in cricket, because when West Indian cricket is doing well, cricket is happy. They just have this charm about them, and they have that grittiness as well, man. Like the way Shai Hope batted, I think he showed a lot of grit and determination. Also, the way Hodge batted as well, it was very good. And their bowlers also stepping up to the plate. I think that's a lesson for the Indian team as well, and all teams across formats, is that your main job as bowlers is to perform with the ball. That's what Greaves and Seals and Joseph did. But then when you can contribute with the bat, you contribute. And that's exactly what Joseph did. That's what Greaves did again. That's what Seals did again. Roach is not in the team to score runs, but when the opportunity arose, he scored the runs. Then when they needed him with the ball, he came and picked up wickets again. He picked up a couple in the second innings as well. So that's what you need from your bowling attack. You need your bowlers to pick up wickets, and then if the score runs, it's an addition. And congratulations to the West Indies on a massive victory for Pakistan. There's a lot of learning. Let's see what happens in the second test match, but it's confirmed that West Indies are not losing this series. Let's see what happens in the second test match. Can Pakistan equalize, or will West Indies win this series? Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, subscribe button, and stay tuned to Chasing Trophies. Thank you, everybody.